better, Brower. Okay.
Maybe Simon and Matt can pronounce it better.
Okay.
Yeah, Brower.
Is it correct?
How to
Oh,
spell it?
Brower.
okay, okay.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
yes.
So because in Bandung, there's a lot of Dutch language here in Bandung because yeah, Dutch also loves Bandung. And he said that bumi Pasundan lahir ketika Tuhan sedang tersenyum. So it means that in English, God was smiling when he created Pasundan. Pasundan is like the land of Sunda. So Sunda is means like, Banten. Yeah, when you arrive in Jakarta, you will arrive in airport. Actually, it's in Banten, not in Jakarta. So and then also it's like the West Java is also part of Pasundan, so it's the land of the western part of Java. And why he said that, maybe it's because of this. So I will share you a video as a teaser for our field tour today.
Dingin hijaumu, sejukanku rayu, rayuanmu indahkanku hidup sedari dulu, manisnya hirup udaramu lalu. Di atas puncak pohonku antar bungamu.
Okay, and that's our teaser for our virtual tour today. So there's a lot of people who call Bandung in many names. For example, many of Indonesian call Bandung as Tatar Sunda. Tatar Sunda is quite similar with Pasundan. So this is the land of Sundanese culture. Sundanese is the original culture in West Java. So you can see like these girls using like wearing the beautiful traditional clothes, and they are ready for give you a dance of peacock dance. Peacock dance is like for welcoming people who came to Bandung. And also there's some of the people is also called Bandung as Paris van Java. So Paris van Java means Paris from Java or Paris of Java. So you can see like this picture. This is an old picture when the Dutch coming to Bandung, and you can see like the architecture looks like in Europe, but actually this is in Southeast Asia. This is inside Indonesia, where many Europeans say that, oh, Indonesia, so maybe you can find forest, you can find orangutan, something, but actually long time ago, in the beginning of 20th century, Bandung is already like this. It's very European. So that's why they call Paris van Java. And also, Bandung has a lot of top university in town. We have Institute Teknologi Bandung. This is the Technology Institute of Bandung. And our first president, President Soekarno, is also studied here in Bandung, and also to study about architecture. And also Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia is also located in Bandung. You can see my background. This is UPI, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. And the building is also looks like a villa of Europeans. And UPI, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, also creates many good teachers around Indonesia. And my alma mater, Universitas Pajajaran, it is also located in Bandung. So there's a lot of universities in Bandung. So, and many Indonesian is like, okay, after I graduated from high school, I have to go to Bandung because If you studied in Bandung, you will look smarter like that. Okay, and also Bandung is creative city. So many trends in Indonesia for fashion, for music is coming from Bandung. So about fashion, in Jakarta, yeah, the big city Jakarta, maybe you will find like the high fashion things of Indonesia, like high price designer clothes, Louis Vuitton and Chanel, something like that in the mall. But in Bandung, it's more like the young people design their own clothes that will look unique like that. So the beginning of the factory outlet trends and also like the distribution store of fashion stuff is also like starting from Bandung. And then it's followed by many cities, another cities in Indonesia, is in Sumatra, and also in in Jakarta also, and in Yogyakarta many cities is following the trend coming from Bandung. And also you can see like on the left, yeah, there is like a beautiful, colorful bridge. This is also like the collaboration of the government and with the local designers. So they want to make the bridge is not only like the, you know, the gray color bridge, but they want to make it like colorful. And also there's some of the stall. So it will create like the small business for local people. And on the right side, you will find Mocha. Mocha is one of the independent label musician coming from Bandung. So if in Jakarta it's more like a big band like that, in the Universal something like that, Sony Picture and like that, but in Bandung it's more like the local musician. They will have a jamming from one stage to another stage, and they have like their own fans like that, and they have like anti-mainstream music independent level. Have Jomblo Park. Jomblo means single people. I'm sorry, single people. Yes, yeah. So you can see like the decoration of the chair. The chair is only like for one person. So there's no way you can date. You cannot have a date in this park. This is only for the single people. And so this is like only for one chair, and it's really social distancing style, even it's not pandemic. And also it has the high speed internet, because that's what the single people needs. Yeah, we need like the high speed internet for Tinder, for Facebooking, finding your soulmate like that. Yeah, so this is because Bandung is very creative, and this park is initiated by our mayor, so it's built by the government. So the government is also giving the single people in Bandung for finding their soulmate, so they make this one. Okay, but actually Bandung is also very romantic. As I told you before, I find my husband in Bandung, and Bandung is also romantic in the movies. Maybe because Bandung is located in the highland area. So for people in Jakarta or in the central Java, Bandung is colder, and it will give you a good breeze. Yeah, so because it's colder, so it's good for having a soulmate maybe. So you can find like in the left side, this is the poster of a movie Dilan 1990 or Dilan 1990. So this is, you can see like this is the high school lovebirds in the movies, and also in the right side you can find the poster of From Bandung with Love. Okay, so from the title of the movie you can imagine how Bandung is very romantic at that time. Okay, but actually, where is Bandung? So now I will share you, wait a moment, a satellite view of Bandung. So Bandung is in West Java, and you can see this is the red zone. This is Bandung, and it's surrounded by a mountainous area. So a long time ago, million years ago, actually Bandung was ancient lake. Yeah, so the water coming from the rivers around it is coming to Bandung, but now the lake is gone and it becomes a city, and a city surrounded by the mountainous area. And also Bandung is really convenient to be reached from Jakarta. So for example, if you are coming from Bali, you also will go to the nearest airport. This is in Jakarta. And in Jakarta, you can access to Bandung by train. By train is maybe around 3.5 hours. And also by bus, by limousine bus or car, and also by travel. So travel in Indonesia means like a van style bus. So it will drop you from one point to another point from Jakarta to Bandung. So it maybe with the highway, it takes about 2.5 hours to 3 hours, but sometimes it will take you 8 hours if there is a bad traffic jam to Bandung. Yeah, but actually, maybe if the traffic is good, it's only like 2.5 hours. And also, Bandung itself, as I told you before, this is place of Tatar Sunda. So this is the Java Island in the ancient map. Yeah. So Sunda Kelapa, Jakarta was this place, and all of the Dutch was coming to Java Island, is coming to this small harbor, Sunda Kelapa. And Bandung is in around this area. Yeah, so it takes a lot of effort for people coming from the Jakarta here in the past to go to Bandung. You have to go by hiking the mountains, and maybe you have to go by the river something, yeah, to go to Bandung. But however, Bandung is very, very, how to say, it's like very natural based culture. So many of our food is also like something that easy to find in the forest, in the nature. And also our music is also angklung. Angklung is like a traditional music. It's made from bamboo like that. So maybe in the video, you already seen the traditional peacock dance from Bandung, and this one is the angklung. Is there's people nowadays in Bandung still playing angklung? Yes, and even we make it cooler now. So I will show you one video, and also listen carefully about the song that will played by these young people who want to play angklung in modern music. The videos in Saung Angklung Ujo. So you still can have if you want to watch the traditional of Sundanese culture performance, you can go to Saung Angklung Ujo. And did you hear the song? Can you guess what song it is played with angklung? Hello, you can unmute your microphone and guess what the song is it? Okay. I forgot his name.
Bond.
James Bond, yeah.
Yes,
James Bond, yeah. Oh, no, James Bond. Mission Impossible, yes.
Yeah, I forgot.
Okay, so maybe we can invite Tom Cruise to go to Bandung and wearing the black glasses, sunglasses, yeah, but you can hear the sound, right? So it's traditional because it's coming from the bamboo, but it's also can very cool, yeah. So it's mixed like the traditional music and the modern music of James Bond, yeah, like that. Okay, and also, okay, next, let's see. So that's the traditional of Bandung. And Bandung, okay, wait. I will show you this one again. So as I told you before, that people coming from Sunda Kelapa or Jakarta now they don't really know actually about anything from Bandung in the beginning of 19th century, but the Bandung people made a mistake. I don't know, is it a mistake or is it a good one? Actually, so when the Bandung people, they collaborated from the kingdom around Sunda Kelapa to attack the Dutch people in Sunda Kelapa. So in that war, the Dutch people in Batavia or Sunda Kelapa, they just realized, wow, there's a people from a kingdom or a country called Bandung. So who are they actually? So the Dutch people, they sent a spy to go to this area, to the Tanah Pasundan or Tatar Sunda. So they sent a spy here. And did you know what the spy reported at that time? He said that, wow, there's a country called Bandung. It's only about 20 to 30 houses there, but they have a lot of natural resources. They have sulfur because there is a volcano there. And also they have like a good land to plant many things. So that's the beginning, how the Dutch people moved from Jakarta to Bandung, because they know, okay, so I think this country is potential. So they came to Bandung. So Bandung become like, this is Bandung in the past. Yeah, so it's more like the garden, plantation, tea plantation, and also the mountainous area. But after the Dutch coming to Bandung, whoa, they create this city. Okay, so they built the building like this, and actually the Bandung people, and not the Bandung people, the Dutch people loves Bandung because it's colder than Batavia, than Jakarta. So they want to make Bandung as like they built the villas. So if they want to go leisure, they just go to Bandung and refresh their mind in Bandung. So you can see like this is Bandung in the past. You can see like many of the architecture is a little bit like in Dutch. Maybe maybe if you are coming from Dutch, you can compare this to your hometown. And also, this is the street. This is the Braga street, and you can compare it to now. It's like this. There's not so many change, yeah, because people in Indonesia, especially in Bandung, they also loves about the buildings, the Art Deco, and also the European buildings. So we preserve many of the buildings from the past. So this is Braga in the past, and this one is nowadays. You can see like a glimpse of European style in Bandung. And even in UPI, in Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, we have Villa Isola. Yeah, the background in my back. Yeah, and in the past, it was a villas for one of the Dutch who wants to having a me time. Yeah, so they want to. It's not a lockdown actually, but he just want to have a good me time. So he made a villa in the highland area in Bandung, and you can see until now the building still like that in the past. Yeah, but in the past, actually, the Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia was like this. So it's surrounded by the tea plantation. Yeah, it's a good park here. I think the Dutchman who create this villa was very, very rich. Yes, it's like that. So he made this for like have a lonely time. Yeah, so having a me time here. But now it's already like a lot of buildings here for the students of Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. And why people call Paris Van Java for Bandung? Is it looks like in Paris? Actually, not really. Not only because of the building. Many of the building or the architecture in Bandung was created by the Dutchman, so it's not coming from France. Yeah, but there was a annual event, Jaarbeurs. Is it correct? Mrs. Ajo, is it correct? Jaarbeurs?
Yes.
Yeah,
That
so
wasn't Taiwan also can comment.
okay, so teach me Dutch, okay? Okay, so this is the Jaarbeurs, and this is an annual night market festival for people of the Dutch people in Java Island. So you can see in the left picture, there is like a lot of European women. They dress up with their best dress. And this annual event is also very, very popular for the Dutch people. So that's why we have like the stamp with the Queen of Netherlands and with the stamp of Jaarbeurs Bandung in 1922. It's like that. And because of this festival, the marketing strategy to gather more and more customers to come to this festival, the event organizer at that time, the Dutch people, they say that if you want to have a high quality product, if you want to get a high quality fashion, like in Paris, France, just come to Jaarbeurs because you can find it everything like that. So this one, you can have like a beautiful, if you want to have the beautiful, how to say, kitchen utensils, yeah, porcelain, cups, and also this is Hevia fabric. This one is like a rubber fabric, and the Dutch people will gather here to promote their plantation and also like for having a new customer. So only the high class people, only the high class fashion things, only the high class products were sold in Jaarbeurs, like in Paris. And after the annual event, it also create the image of people in Bandung, that people in Bandung were very, very high class of fashion, and also they know the good quality products. So that's how, until now, people called Bandung as the Paris van Java. But yeah, sadly, many of Indonesian thinks that, okay, Paris van Java, it's because of the Braga Street. We have a lot of the Dutch building, but actually that's not the original things about the Paris van Java names. Paris van Java is a strategy of the marketing of annual event like that. And now, okay, so not talking about the food now. Okay, I'm not still hungry. Okay, so now I will show you about the Braga. Okay. So Braga now is like this. So let's have a little bit of virtual tour from now. You can see like the building. The building is still looks like in the past. So this is by the support of the government. You can still find this kind of buildings, and even you can find the Wendy's and also Circle K in the not really modern architecture compared to another city in Indonesia. It's like this. Okay, but the one good point about the Dutch who creates the buildings in Bandung in the past, they are still concerning about the local culture. For example, this one, this is the Majestic. Majestic, this is a bioscope, or not really a bioscope. This is like a ballroom, maybe, yeah, ballroom. This is for the Dutch people who want to have fun. This is for if they want to make a dance party, they will held it here in the ballroom. And there's to from India here. Anyone coming from India? So Batara Kala is a
Yes,
guardian.
ma'am.
Yeah. Do you know about Batara Kala? Kala.
No, ma'am.
Is it in Bali only or Indonesia? So Batara Kala is the guardian of Shiva. So
Yeah, Bhadrakali. We
Yeah.
call that goddess
Oh.
Bhadrakali here, ma'am.
Batara Kali.
She's one of the Shakti's form. I was confused
yeah.
because of the pronunciation there, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Maybe some of the Indonesian language is also recognizing. Okay, we sometimes there's a lot of language in Indonesia coming from the Sanskrit, and Sanskrit is coming from the India. So sometimes we understand what the India people say. Yeah, and because Indonesian, we watch a lot of Shah Rukh Khan movies, so maybe we can understand Indian language. Okay, and so this one is Batara Kala. So Batara Kala, if you go to the Borobudur temple, if you go to Bali, there's a lot of temple with Batara Kala. So Batara Kala is the guardian for the Shiva temple, Hinduist temple. So if you want to enter the Hinduist temple of Shiva, you will find Batara Kala in the entrance. But this one, this is not a temple. This is far from the religious things. So this one is for have fun. This is like a discotheque in the past. But you can see like this is a Batara Kala, and also the gold decoration here is also looks like in the Hinduist temple in Indonesia. So that's how the Dutch creates the building in Bandung in the past. So it's Art Deco, it's European style, but still a touch of local culture like this. So this one is in Braga too, and look like this. So in the corner there, you will find a bank. Now it becomes like the OCBC NESP Bank. This is the private bank in Indonesia, but it was a bank also in the past for the Dutch people like this. So we still preserve the building. So because of this beautiful building, many of the Indonesian people say that, oh, it's very lovely. I hope that there's a lot of places in Bandung was like this, so European, so beautiful. But actually, in the 19 to 20 centuries, this is the most racist area in Bandung. So in Braga, and also now it becomes the Asia Africa Street, the local people, the Sundanese people cannot enter this place. So even though that this place is very beautiful, only the Dutch who can come here. So can you imagine? This is in West Java, but the people in West Java, they cannot enter this place, only for the Dutch people. So this is very, very how the apartheid or the racism in the past in Indonesia. But however, look at this one. This is the Gedung Merdeka. Gedung means building and Merdeka means independence, yeah? Because in 1955, there was a conference of Asia African Conference. So this one is initiated by President Sukarno, our first president, and also like the founding father of Indonesia. So he wants to make that, he wants to erase every colonialism, every imperialism in the world. So he asked and he invited many of the leaders coming from the Asia and also from the Africa. So there is a Nehru, and yeah, I forgot, like there is from Egypt too, coming to Asia Africa Conference in 1955, and they declared that there's no way for the colonialism, and this is the first conference for the colored people who was held in the world, in Indonesia also. Yeah, so this is the Gedung Merdeka. So can you imagine? It was a racist place, but then it becomes like the historical place also for the colored people in the world. Okay, so now let's take a look again. So during the Dutch colonialism, you can imagine now there is a lot of cars here, but in the Dutch colonialism in 19th to 20th century, you can find like the meneer and mevrouw here. Yeah, the Mr. and Mrs. in Dutch, like this. And okay, so now I will show you one more unique things in this street. Can you spot a tower, not one tower, but two tower in front of us? Is there? Can you find it? Can you find it? Can you find it? So, okay, so this is the little, yeah. So this one, there is a two towers. So what is what? Because Bandung is located in highland, right? So there's no way the towers is for the harbor. So in Indonesia, because most of us is Muslim, so if you find towers like this, it means that this is a sign for mosque. So if you want to find a mosque for Muslim to pray, just look at the sky, and if you find the tower like this, okay, so the mosque is there. So this one, this is the Alun-Alun Bandung, and there is the Great Mosque of Bandung. Oh, sorry. Before that, I want to show you the inside of the Gedung Merdeka. the location for the conference of Asia Africa, this is like this. And now it become a museum, and there's a lot of memorable things coming from that time, 1955, yeah, like this. So this is the conference begin. Okay, so next, the Alun-Alun. This is the mosque, the Great Mosque of Bandung. So you can see like there's a dome here, and also there is a 2 towers here. Have you ever, is there any one of you who ever coming inside of the mosque? No? No? Maybe in India, or maybe in Europe, or someone coming from Italy, I heard. Maybe have you ever, but from Egypt, maybe you already like know the inside of the of the mosque. So inside of this Masjid Raya Bandung, or the Great Mosque of Bandung, it looks like this. Whoa, this is the dome, yeah. And this is the Middle East style, like this. So there's a carpet, and also you can see here. So in front of us, if there's an imam is like the leader of praying in a Muslim. So we do like praying for our salat for 5 times a day. So there is an imam who will conduct and also who will lead the prayer from here. And also if there's any speech, it's also will conduct here. But take a look of the people. Oh, there's the people sleeping here. But this one is like praying or reciting Quran. But all of the men, right? Because in Indonesia, if you want to pray in the mosque, the place for women and men will be separated. So in front, the front row is for men, and for women, it's more like inside of the semi-permanent wall inside of here. Yeah, this is the place for women. Because in Islam, we have to protect the view of the men and also for the female. So that's why for praying, it will be separated also like this. Yeah, it's already like very modern now inside. Yeah. Okay, so this is the mosque, the Great Mosque of Bandung. It's pretty huge, especially if you want to go here on the Eid festival after Ramadan. Ramadan is also very, very, how to say, very, very crowded here. Though so many people want to gather here. But unfortunately now it's pandemic time, and our government is like, say to us that please don't go to the public area, especially don't go to the mosque, because it's like it has like the high risk for spreading the coronavirus. But if there's no pandemic, after praying inside of the mosque, you can play here. There is a park, yeah, and the park is like it's a great park for children. Everyone gather here playing football, something like that. Yeah, it's like that. And it's not the real carpet, it's a synthetic. Yeah, it's like that. Okay, so now I'm a little bit hungry, so I will show you the food of Bandung. Ready? 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 Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, food in Bandung. So many people coming to Bandung now is not only for the nature, but also for food. What you can find food in Bandung. Okay, let's see. But before that, I want to teach you Bahasa Indonesia. I heard from Miss Ajo that until now, the 8 days in the summer course, you haven't learned any Indonesian language. Mrs. Ajo, why? Okay.
Winda
So-
call me Aja, so it's my nickname.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
So
People
this is
call
the time for you to teach everybody Bahasa Indonesia, Win.
Okay.
Maybe
But
all of you
especially,
can open the mic, yeah.
yeah, please open the mic. So it's not only you hearing me, but we also will practice. Okay, so many people already know like selamat pagi. Selamat pagi is good morning. It's like a hello, but if many of Indonesian already know hello. So even if you don't know Indonesian language, to say hello is already very well known in Indonesian people to greet someone. But I want to tell you about the most important Indonesian language that you will use in Bandung because of the food. Everyone needs food. And if you go to Bandung, don't eat McDonald's, don't eat KFC. You can find it in your own country. Just find our food, the Sundanese food. Okay, so first, when you are hungry, like now, we say lapar, lapar, lapar. Some of the Indonesian, we spell rrr like that, so lapar. But actually it's okay if you say, like many of the English speakers, they will say lapar like that. It's also okay, yeah. Okay, so let's practice now. Okay, so when you are hungry, you will say lapar. 1, 2, 3, go.
Lapar.
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 Oh, lapar. Okay, that's good. Yeah. So if you say lapar to Miss Anissa, maybe okay, let's go to restaurant. Yeah. but there's one thing about the Sundanese people in Bandung. They always like offering you food. Even when you are already full, they will always like saying, okay, let's eat. And it's a huge amount. And we love snacking, we love food like that. So it's always like they are offering food for our guests. Yeah, like that. But actually you can say kenyang. Kenyang. Kenyang means, oh, I'm already full. Yeah, so maybe, okay, let's eat this food. Oh, sorry, I'm kenyang. Yeah, like that. So, and then the host of in your house, maybe, oh, okay, it's okay, like that. Okay, so let's say when you are already full, you will say kenyang. 1, 2, 3.
Kenyang.
Kenyang.
Wow, you are very good. I think if you go to Indonesia, there's no problem for you. Yeah. Okay, next word. This is a sentence. Yeah, so it's quite a long. Can you pronounce it? Okay, so I want to eat. I want to eat means saya mau makan. Saya means I, mau means want, and makan is eat. Yeah, saya mau makan. Okay, let's try. 1, 2, 3, go.
Saya mau makan.
Saya mau makan.
Wow, everyone, you do a great job. Okay, so let's go to Indonesia. And next one, this is delicious. Delicious in Indonesian language is enak. Enak. Yeah, it's like that. And sometimes we use like the thumbs. Enak. Like that. Okay, let's try. 1, 2, 3. Enak.
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 Okay, enak. Good. Yeah. And next one. This is spicy. Yeah, pedas. Yeah. Yeah. So let's try. Okay, let's try. Pedas. Pedas means spicy. So because there's a lot of chilies in Indonesia, so just say like pedas, pedas. Yeah, it means like spicy. Okay, let's try. 1, 2, 3. Pedas.
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 Pedas. Yeah, okay. Pedas. And the next one, this is one of the most important words for foreigners who come to Indonesia. And I have my Japanese friends, and he cannot remember any Indonesian word, but he knows this one because the Japanese cannot eat spicy food. Yeah, so that's why he remembered this word. This one is tidak pedas. So tidak means not, and pedas, you know that it's spicy. So if you want to order something in Indonesian food, if you don't want the spicy food, just say that tidak pedas. Tidak pedas, not spicy. Okay, let's try. 1, 2, 3. Tidak pedas.
Tidak pedas.
Ya, pedas.
Tidak pedas. Okay. Okay, tidak pedas, please. Like that. Okay, and the next one, this is thank you. Thank you is terima kasih. Yeah, terima kasih. So after you eat, just say to the chef, oh, terima kasih. Yeah. Okay, or maybe if Miss Anissa treat you, just say terima kasih. Yeah, like that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's try. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Oh, they did a great job. Okay, the last one is you're welcome. You're welcome is it is easy.
Sama-sama.
Yeah, wow, you are very good. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so you are ready. You are ready with the Bahasa Indonesia to order or make it, or maybe like making a code for your teacher. I want to eat, saya mau makan, saya lapar, like that. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to our food. So in Bandung, this is very popular traditional food is nasi liwet. So you can see like in the picture, we use like the huge banana leaves because in the past we have no plate, we have no table. So we just use plate, we just use banana leaves as our plates like this because banana leaves is waterproof and it has a good aroma. And if you wrap the food, especially if you wrap the rice with banana leaves, it will give you an aroma that will rise your appetite like that. And you can see like this is the food is we have like the fried cassava and also like the vegetable soup, and you can see like the red one, maybe it is a spicy one. Yeah. And also we have this one. This is pete. Pete is looks like the stinky bean like this, but if you eat it with the good portion of sambal, the chili paste, it will give you a good taste like this. And people in Bandung, when we eat the traditional people, we use our hand. Yeah, because in the past there's no spoon. And for example, if there's a farmer, they want to go to the farm, they don't have to bring any spoon or plate, just wrap it in banana leaves and eat it with your hands. But before eating with hands, please wash your hands, okay? And also until now, people still eating the traditional food with hands, yeah, because in Indonesian people, especially for Muslims, we believe that eating with hands, this is one of the way how Muhammad Prophet did in the past. So it will help you to digest the food inside of your stomach like that if you eat by hand like this. Yeah. And also if you don't want, okay, I don't want to eat in the banana leaves and share it with others people in one plate like that, I'm not really used to it. Okay, don't worry, because nowadays in the Sundanese restaurant, in the modern Sundanese restaurant, you will find like this kind of buffet of Indonesian food. Yeah, so it's still with the banana leaves to preserve the food and also to give the aroma, good aroma for the food like this. Yeah, but still you can use your spoon and you can have it like in the buffet style like this. And also for the dessert, we have awuk. What is awuk? Well, awuk looks like a mountain and it's steamed. So it used like the coconut, shred coconut. It used also the rice flour and also the brown one. This is the arenga sugar. And the philosophy behind this food, this is like the food to tell you about the food coming from the ground and also from the sky. Yeah, because we plant the rice and also we plant the rice is coming from the ground. We plant it in the ground, right, on the earth. But for the arenga sugar, we plant it from the palm trees, and also the coconut is also like you have to go to hike the tall trees and get it there. So it looks like the food from the sky. So it means like the ground and the sky food, like for awuk. Yeah, and mostly you can find awuk is in the nighttime because it's like a snack. Yes, even though it consists rice flour, it's a snack for Sundanese people. And if you go to Bandung, if you don't eat rice, people don't consider it as a food or meals. Yeah, so I already eat ramen, I already eat many potatoes. Oh no, you haven't eat, you have to eat rice. Yeah, so that's why even though that you already kenyang or full, if you don't eat rice, people will say, okay, let's have eat. Let's go for lunch or something. And next, I will show you a modern Sundanese food. Yeah, so I think that from this is seblak. Yeah, seblak is something like from the dried food, and then you boil it a little bit, and then you mix it with the soup. But look at how red is it. So it means like this one is very, very spicy. So people from Bandung nowadays, I think it started from 10 years ago. Yeah, so people now eat spicier and spicier food. So the spicy food is not only considering as a yeah, because we have a lot of spice, something like that. But it means that if you can eat the spiciest food as a challenge, it means that you are strong person. For me, I'm a middle, so I cannot eat level 10 or this with one spoon with one bowl of the 100 chilies inside. I cannot eat there. And nowadays, the modern Sudanese food, we also have a fusion with another food. For example, is there anyone coming from Italy here? You can see like we use macaroni, we use the, how to say this, what is this is the fusilli, not fusilli, what is this? Yeah, the curly one. Yeah, we put this and we mix it with fish ball, we mix it with the spicy with chilies, something like that, and also spring onion, and it became like modern Sudanese food. For modern people now, yes, we still eat traditional food, but now we get it like fusion with we create the modern one. And I think that nowadays the millennials likes spicier food than in my age. So, but don't worry, just say tidak pedas and they will give you 0 chili in your food. Okay. And next, okay, so I'm already kenyang and I will continue our field tour. Okay, so let's go to Gedung Sate. So because Bandung is colder than Batavia or Jakarta, and because Jakarta is already too crowded for the Dutch people in 19th centuries, so I think in the beginning of 1920, the Dutch people was considering to move the capital of the Dutch Indies or the Dutch colonialism capital to move it to Bandung. So this one is Gedung Sate, and it's very, very, it took a lot of money at that time. So the name is, okay, please help me, Government's Bedrijven. Is it correct? Government bedrijven. Bedrijven is the business place for the governments, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so this is the Gedung Sate.
Bedrijven, right?
Oh, bedrijven.
Or Taiwan?
Yes, bedrijven.
Bedrijven, yeah, okay. My grandma can speak Dutch, but I cannot, sorry. So this place, this is like, so it was planned to be a office for the general, for the general of the Dutch from Jakarta in Bandung. It's like this, but unfortunately, after this building was done, the World War II coming. Yeah, the World War II coming, and then the Japanese coming. So now, so it's canceled. Everything in Bandung to be the capital of Dutch Indies was canceled at that time. But now this building is still like this, and it became one of the office of the governor of West Java until now. This is the office. Okay, let's see what it looks like now. It's like this. And they also have the museum inside. And our governor now is Ridwan Kamil, governor of West Java. He was working here. And look at this one. Look at the top. Yeah. Why people say this is Gedung Sate? Actually, sate, you know, sate is like a Indonesian food actually. Okay, so I will show you maybe sate. Sate is like this. This is the chicken sate. Yeah, so it was this stick. Yeah, and then you put the meat like this, but how can a building called Gedung Sate? So, okay, wait a moment. I will share it to you. Look at the top of this building. There is like, this looks like a satay, yeah? And because the Sundanese people in the past, they cannot pronounce the government bedrijven. Even for me, it's difficult, yeah? So the local people only, okay, it looks like the satay on the top of the building. So just say it like Gedung Sate. Gedung is building, satay is like, yeah, satay. But in the past, because they don't eat, the Sundanese people don't eat chicken satay, but we use the satay style for guava. So they think that is the satay of the guava fruits. And there is like a 6 round things, looks like a guava, but the 6 round shape there, actually it's not guava for the Dutch people. This is like the symbol, it is to symbolize the price to make these buildings, 6 million gulden. So it is a very, very expensive. But then the Japanese coming and it's canceled to be the new capital or the general office like that. So this is represent the 6 million guldens. And this one is also to prevent the thunder, to protect the building from the thunder like that. And you can see like this building, the Gedung Sate looks like the European style, but look at this one in front of you. The gray the gray decoration, it looks like the temple, the Hinduist temple. And also the entrance, please look at this. It looks like you want to enter the Borobudur temple. Yeah, because this is how the Dutch did in the past. So they make the building representing the Europeans, but also because it's located in Dutch Indies or in Indonesia, they want to put a touch of local here, like this. And can we enter this building because it's government buildings? Yes. They also have the museum. So if you want to go to the top of this building, you can also do that. And yeah, okay. So if you want to go to the top of this building, you will have this kind of view. Yeah, so you can imagine if the general of Dutch work here, you can monitor all of the citizens of Bandung at that time. But I don't think that our governor do that like this. You just can open Instagram to control your citizens actually. But you can see like, can you see the mountain in front of you? Yeah, the mountain, this is Tangkuban Perahu. So let's take a look closer. So Tangkuban Perahu, it looks like this. It looks like the upside down boat, like this. Yeah, people say that, okay, this is because there's a story of the legend or the folklore in Bandung. But I think maybe it's not a mountain. I think this one is Noah Arks. You know that in the Bible and also in the Quran, Noah have a big boat, and I think, yeah, maybe this one is Noah Ark. I believe that. Yeah, it's not in the Middle East. Maybe it's Indonesia in Bandung. Yeah. Okay, joking. Okay, so Tangkuban Perahu, there is one of the folklore in Bandung people called Sangkuriang. So Sangkuriang actually is because it's a folklore, is a boy that separated from his mom. And then because his mom was very sad, so his mom is like having meditation and also like praying to the God and also eat the healthy food because she wants to meet her boy like that. And then because there's a long time that Sangkuriang didn't meet his mom, so when he meets his mom accidentally, he's very surprised that, oh, the girl in front of me is very beautiful. But the mom, no, you are my son. We cannot get married. But Sangkuriang said that, no, you have to be my wife, like that. But then the mom said that, okay, build one boat in one night, like that. But because it's really impossible at that time to make the boat in just one night. But because Sangkuriang is very powerful, and you can see like there's a lot of genies helping Sangkuriang to build the boat. So when it's close to the down, the mom is like, oh my God, I don't want to marry my own son. I love him, but not as a husband. He's my son. So then the mom hurry to go to the village, waking up all of the people in the village. Okay, now it's already in the morning, so just go to the farm, making the rice something, pretend that this is already in the morning. And she also waking up the chicken to say kukuraya, so like that. So wake up. So pretend everything is already in the morning. So then when Sangkuriang see that, oh my God, this is already morning now. So I failed to make this boat. I cannot marry the beautiful lady in front of me. So then Sangkuriang was very, very upset, and he kicked the boat, and then the boat become upside down and become a mountain like that. So that's how the beginning, that's how the people in Sunda believes how the Tangkuban Perahu created like that. Yeah, actually it's quite eerie story of Sangkuriang, but yeah, that's how the people believe of how Sangkuriang built this mountain like this. But this is from the distance if you want to see the Tangkuban Perahu. But if you want to take it closer, actually Tangkuban Perahu is so beautiful. Yeah. So it's still active, and this is the volcano. So I think the last eruption was last year. Yeah, it's still erupted. Yeah, so if you want to go to Tangkuban Perahu, just make sure that it's open, because sometimes if it's too dangerous, we cannot enter this one. Yeah, so this is the view from above, but actually you can go down here and take a closer of this volcano. It's like this. Wait. Okay, so you can see like many people is having onsen. Onsen is like the hot spring, yeah, but actually this is only for your feet. You cannot open your clothes or take a bath here, okay? Just because there's a high sulfur here, yeah. And I heard that in the past, why the Dutch really, really love the natural resources of Bandung is also because of this mountain, because of the sulfur. It's really useful, not only for the medicine, but also for weapon. Yeah, for exploding something. Yeah, I heard it like that. And this one is the Domas crater. So if you go down through the Tangkuban Perahu, you will find this kind of view. And because the hot spring is very hot, some of the spot you also can boil the eggs here. Yeah, so if you want to having the boiled egg in the hot spring, you can try it here in Kawah Domas. Yeah. And next one, this one, the Tangkuban Perahu is located in the northern part of Bandung. Now I want to show you one of the place where you can find Kawah Putih. So this one is located in the southern part of Bandung. This one is the White Crater or Kawah Putih. And this one is also very, very magical. Yeah, so you can see like this looks like the white lake, yeah, but actually it can change its colors into turquoise or blue or maybe green. It depends on the weather and also the capacity of the sulfur inside. Yeah, it's like this. So it's surrounded by the mountain. Kawah Putih. Okay, so let's take a video here so we can imagine that we are inside in Kawah Putih. Okay, this one, yeah. So the best view to see Kawah Putih, you have to hike a little bit to the Sunan Ambu Point view. So many of the Indonesian will go here. Okay, stop. I want to show you this. So you can see like in these stairs, you can see like this bamboo, yeah. The bamboo. Why they don't use iron? It's because of the high sulfur. It's really easy to have a corrosion, yeah, in the iron. So if this one is iron, So the staff will have to change it every month. So it takes a lot of money. So it's better to use the bamboo. So this one is not only for the aesthetic purpose, but also like because this is the efficiency to use the bamboo here. Okay, just go down here and then we will hike again. Yeah, it's like this. And you will surrounded by the tropical forest here, around here. And it's also very good if you want to learn about the tropical plants in Kawah Putih. Okay, let's go now. Okay, so we are already arrived here to see the good point, the best point of Kawah Putih in Sunan Ambu. It's like this, yeah. Okay, so in Sunan Ambu, let's take a look here. You will find like this black dead trees like this. So in the past, many of the people, the local people around here, they will avoid this area because there's no birds passing this lake. And if you see this kind of black, eerie plants like this, the local people thinks that, oh no, maybe there's a ghost. Maybe this is the forbidden forest. So let's avoid this forest. But then there is one of the botanists. Yeah, so the botanist called Jung Hoon. So his name is Jung Hoon, and he really enthusiastic about the plants in tropical countries. So he's like very curious to see Kawah Putih, and he found out that Kawah Putih actually is not, there's no ghost here, and it's not a forbidden forest, but because of the high sulfur, that's why the trees become like this, and also why the birds didn't pass out on the top of this lake. It's because the birds don't like the sulfur. It's like that, yeah. And he's the first one who found this place, the Kawah Putih, and he knows that Kawah Putih actually is a good place to find a good sulfur. Yeah, so until now, there's still like many local people. Actually, it's forbidden to do that, but many the local people, they will cover their skin because they think that the sulfur is good for medicine. Medicine, sorry. Okay. So this is like this. And you also can go here on sunset. This is also a very good place. And take a picture closer, but I don't recommend you because it's dangerous. You can see like there's no fence, something like that. And that's the Kawah Putih. Okay, so that's the end of our tour. I've show you the history of Bandung and also the natural recreation area and also the food, and I hope that you enjoy it. So many people, foreign people, know that okay, Indonesia means Jakarta and also Bali, but remember that today I show you in West Java we also have Bandung, and it's not and it's also very worth to visit if you are visiting Indonesia. It's near from Jakarta, and maybe you can have like one-day trip to Bandung. So don't miss this city. Okay, so that's the end of our tour, and I hope that you enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Winda. Let's give applause.
Thank you. It's really nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. I enjoyed today a lot. Thank you so much. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Oh, you still remember. Good.
Perhaps, is there any question perhaps related to the tour? Yeah. If you have a question, you can ask Winda here. No question, you just amazed with Bandung and just want to take an airplane and come here. Yeah. No question? Yeah. Thank you very much, Winda. It was very fun. I hope everybody also enjoyed the tour. And yeah, please, Sere, you can take the session again.
Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Linda, for the virtual tour. We really appreciate it so much. Listen to your explanation makes me miss Bandung even more. Cold weather, the culture, the kindness of the local peoples, the nature, the aesthetic architecture of the buildings, and also the greenish vibes. Wow, I wish the coronavirus that happened to this world will be over soon. So I could go back to Bandung, and also the participants of the summer course could come to Bandung and feel the beauty of the Paris Van Java. Okay, so what a great, insightful, and fruitful program we have today. There must be another beautiful moment to be remembered, and experience worth to be memorized. Before we conclude the event, I would like to invite the participants to open the camera so we could take a picture together, please.
Puja, Sania, Lenining, hello, how are you? Bilal, and is that Pak Ihsan? Bu Alnidi, can you please open your video so we can take a picture? Marlos and Lelining and Sri Donna. Donna, are you there? Okay. Okay, I think yeah, it's enough. Sorry.
For the house?
Yeah. You can.
Take a picture.
Yeah. Rafi, can you please count 1, 2, 3 and then take a picture?
Yes, Miss. Okay. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Okay, let's take photo again. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Okay, that's enough.
Thank you, Rafi.
Terima kasih.
Thank you so much, Rafi.
Terima kasih. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for everyone for spending your time in this course. We all really appreciate it. Thank you for having me too today. I am Sarah. I would like to bid farewell for you. See you tomorrow at 1 p.m. sharp on Indonesia time zone. Have a lovely day and stay hydrated.
See you tomorrow. Good luck for the presentation day. Thank you all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Terima kasih.
Thank you, Win. Thank you very much. Nanti kita ngobrol di chat ya.
Oke, jadi pengen makan seblak nggak?
Nih yang jauh-jauh nih, di Sere nih lagi nggak di Bandung nih, nggak bisa.
Sere di mana?
Di Batam, Bu. Udah lama nggak makan seblak.